You can hear shouting there, can't you? Yeah. The light target address is on.
To the east of Manchester, the problems with the disruptive tenant haven't improved. A week after Ivan installed CCTV, he's reviewing the recordings with Alan.
That's her coming out, isn't it? From midnight, we've got the tenants that are responsible are in and out of the house, they're shouting at each other, they're bringing out the dog. To behave like that in the middle of the night is absolutely atrocious, and it's all been captured on film now.
With clear video evidence, Alan must discuss the case with Housing Association lawyer Paul Wilson.
96 incidents on the concert schedule incidents since the moment they moved in. And since May this year, 24. Right. So in the last month we've got 24 incidents.
So it's ramped up over the last month.
We've had interaction with the family intervention in the past.
Right.
She fails to engage.
Okay.
What do you think? Initial?
In view of the fact that she's not had any other formal intervention other than cautions and warnings, then realistically you should be looking at injunctive relief at the first port of call.
Right, okay.
Against both of them. Doesn't matter that he's not a tenant, we can take action against him as an occupier of the property.
Fine. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Alrighty.
The Housing Association will now apply to the courts for an injunction against the noisy tenant.
The best tool that we have to combat antisocial behaviour is the antisocial behaviour injunction. It's a fantastic success rate, and it's a much better tool to use than rather go down the eviction route where you're putting somebody out of a home where potentially you might be moving the problem on. So we would always look at an injunction first of all. An injunction doesn't ask anybody to do something that they wouldn't normally do if they were being a normal, respectable member of the community. And if you don't want to be that, then suffer the consequences.
This is the start of a process that could take months, and Kerry and Greg have decided they want to move.
We don't want to be in this type of environment.
We don't feel like this is our home, this is a house we live in. We can't make it our home because of what's going on. So from initially getting this house and thinking we could do loads of fabulous things with it and being very excited, we're no longer happy.
Although it's not standard procedure, Alan has agreed to ask the lettings team if they can find a new home for Kerry and Greg because of the extreme nature of their situation.
There's been a lot of intervention work and a lot of activity going on, but this lady's had to put up with it for such a long time. You know, it goes against the grain a little bit to move the victim because we don't like to do that, but I really think that in this case she probably does deserve consideration of it.
Whatever we come out with, I'll let you know, I'll give you the outcome of that.
Okay.
I just don't know when the property's
No, I understand that, I understand that. The main reason a managed move into another area is the right thing to do in this case is because of the prolonged period of time that this particular witness has had to put up with this upsetting behaviour. Now, we are going to resolve it. That's not an issue. It's not that we're not moving it because we're not going to resolve it, but she's very keen to move. I think she's just had enough.
There's no sign of a let-up from next door.
Last night, about 1:30, I was woke up by her absolutely screaming her head off. It was awful. That's not that.
It's not like you're hanging out the window or something. That's what we can hear in our, bathroom, bedrooms. That's nothing as well. You know what I mean? She's been quite simple, to be honest.
That's her smashing something against the wall.
I've got no against these people because they've never physically done anything, to me, except this. And obviously what the kids have got to put up with and listen to. But she's got problems from somewhere. She's certainly got no inhibitions, has she?
The mounting evidence against the disruptive tenant has now led to an injunction being granted against her, and Alan and Ivan need to serve it.
She's apparently in the property, but whether she'll answer the door is another kettle of fish. Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
You listening? You were late?
Yeah.
The tenant does not want to be filmed. The injunction outlines conditions of behaviour to adhere to. If they don't comply, it could lead to eviction or even a prison sentence.
So we've explained each part of the injunction to her, so she understands completely what she can't do. It's basically any kind of activity that likely will cause harassment, alarm or distress to the neighbours. From now on, if anything happens, then it'll be treated as a contempt of court.
Less than a fortnight later, there is CCTV evidence of further disturbances.
And he's got his dog off the lead, and they're shouting at him.
They just come back and kick
Just
this.
comes in and ladders the door a few times till it goes through.
In one incident, the police were called after a visitor woke up the street by kicking the back door in.
The breaches are very, very well evidenced, and the breaches are totally unacceptable.
Alan's only option now is stronger legal action. Today, Kerry and Greg are moving out.
This one's Kerry's. That's why it weighs a lot more.
Their housing association have found them a home in a different neighbourhood.
Even though it's been an upheaval, everybody's happy. Now we know we're getting out of this. My children are really happy about moving because even though we've got a garden here, they've never been able to really use it without incidences from next door.
The latest problem from next door led to the tenant being arrested for breaching her injunction. But at least for Kerry and Greg, it's over.
This is the end of it for us. You know, we can finally get on. It's great. So no, there's no sadness involved about going.